God, that intro takes a while. I always forget how long it is. Hello, everyone. Oh, you can see the red mark on my... where I have to scrub makeup off my face. My God, that's prominent. Well, it is when I sit at certain angles. How are we all doing today? Time for some rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting. I've lost my water bottle. Let's play some fucking video games. And also maybe, you know, turn on the background music. That might be nice too. And also plug in the controller. And just do all the things that need to be done. Oh, right. I should change the scene. So you guys can actually see the rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting. I am half tempted as a shitty joke to just do an entire stream where I refuse to change the camera. So it is just me like reacting to the gameplay for like 40 minutes. Ah! Ah, I covered myself in chocolate pudding. I'm a mess. I'm just a mess of a person. God, the loading screen music is really depressing when you actually start listening to it. Has it always been this depressing? Or is this like a recent addition? And we open in the wonderful town of Saint Denis. And by wonderful, I mean awful. Oh hey, we have a mission right in front of us. Well, before we go there...
Hello, dear. How are we today?
let's look at what we did. Oh, wow. Okay. Last stream, we... Here we go. We came across A tomb? We came across a weird tree. Saw them weird boys again with equally weird names. This time they asked me to give them a beating. I cannot even try to understand them. Found the crazy young woman, real strange looking, locked in a kind of outhouse, hidden on Braithwaite Manor. World ain't kind place to folks like her. Apparently that weird sketch you gave me is worth a lot of money, and Charles is a world famous artist. Another body that seems linked somehow to the previous one. More paper in the mouth. Maybe directions to someplace. I don't know. Yeah, we did a lot of mystery hunting. Turns out I'm not very well. Got tuberculosis. Doctor didn't know how long I would last. All them bullets shot at me, all them horses threw me, all the fights, and it was beating up that pathetic little fella Downs that killed me, I reckon. He's the only man I've been near was real sick. He begged for mercy and I beat the bastard and he died. And now I'm dying too. The way of the world. My mind is racing, of course. The monk and that nun, Dan's widow, Abigail, Mary, Dutch, when I first knew him, Hosea, my dead pa, the no-good bastard, the whole crowd of people. And what kind of man have I been? What kind of man am I? What world is this we live in? A land of fury or a place of love? Am I being prepared for eternal damnation? Am I past any kind of saving? Is that all fairy tales? Man ain't got much good in him. I ain't got no good in me. I don't think. And yet I see goodness. I see it, if not in me, in good folks. In Abigail and her love for Jack. In that silly monk. In Downs. I guess. Begging not for himself, but for poor, even though he was near starving himself. Maybe I don't want salvation. Part of me's always longed for death. Well, here it comes, I suppose. Woo! So, we are finally at the part of the story for redemption to kick in. Speaking of the nun, there she is.
A few cents can go a long way.
Well, it's not like we need it.
Mr. Morgan.
Hello, sister.
Calderon. Brother Dorkins and I were talking about you just the other day and hoping we would see you again.
How is Brother Dorkins?
Oh, he's quite well. A little frustrated with the workings of our order. He keeps trying to be sent overseas, do something with more challenge, maybe be a missionary. He's a lovely man.
Sure.
And how are you?
Never better?
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure, sister.
You know, a long time ago, I was like you.
I very much doubt that.
Oh, no, I did terrible things, awful things. And I could not stop doing terrible things because I did not believe that goodness existed. And then one day, I saw that love did exist. And ever since then, doing bad things became, well, not impossible, but ridiculous.
I guess I'm just hoping for a dignified exit.
I shall pray for you.
Oh, I'm not a religious man, sister. I'm an outlaw.
Oh, what fun. Religion is just a word. Hearts are rarely pure, but equally they are rarely impure either.
Well, that's an interesting way of putting it.
To me, God is people and people are God, so we must all do what we can. These people are starving. Go find them some food. Don't worry so much about your heart. The actions will lead, and the heart follows. I'll still think of you in very nasty terms, as you wish.
Hello, sister. Hey, here's some money you can use to buy food.
Oh, you're so wonderful, Mr. Morgan.
No, that ain't true.
I meant wonderful, but so very frightening. Exactly. Consider your good deed done for the day. I won't subject you to any more benevolence.
It's interesting.
Sister Ethel makes a fabulous chicken.
One, that we immediately walked into her and she talked about goodness, just like Arthur was contemplating. But also that... Now, we have a lot of We have a lot of things that need done. We have to be careful with our time now. But also that Arthur... The fact that they chose consumption for Arthur's disease. They didn't choose sepsis or syphilis or cancer. Or just, you know, an unnamed sickness. They specifically called it tuberculosis, which obviously had the name of consumption. And Arthur having got it while doing work for Leopold Strauss is kind of fantastic storytelling. Because Arthur, from the get-go, has described the work that he's done with Strauss as, like, very representative of the decline of the group. You have to remember the group started as Robin Hood types, not necessarily killers and murderers, and then as time went on, they gradually became what they are now. But they lived with a code for as long as they could. And even longer they claimed to have it. Even after it disappeared. So the fact that he is dying of consumption gotten from a mission that's kind of representative of how far the gang has fallen, of robbing poor people for their money, which is very opposite of the Robin Hood belief, is literally like the gang's fall from grace and decline has consumed Arthur. Or is consuming him and it's killing him. Speaking of killing people...
Out of the way! Make room!
Look out, mister.
There! You're going to be in a better place! Stay calm! Breathe deep and repent! For you will be moved to a better realm! Ladies and gentlemen, behold the calm removal of this man's existence! Incredible! He's nearly dead! So humane! Ah! Oh, his life may have been troubled, but his passing is peaceful! Kill him already!
Somebody shoot me, please.
Huh.
You don't seem overly humane to me.
I think it's mighty fine.
He asked me to shoot him. So Professor Bell's dead.
If you don't fire, we'll take you in alive. Otherwise, you're coming in a box. You just stay put now.
Let's not be too hasty here.
Reach those hands up or I kill you.
Okay, I got it.
God damn it, get the hell over here. You're coming with me.
What? I did specifically what you asked me to do. I followed your precise instructions. God damn it. Like, y'all heard the part where he's like, come over here. Let's get the heck out of Saint Denis. Well, apparently that use of the electric chair is historically accurate, so it's good to see that that in some places they follow history. Into the swamp. I'm not at all trying to get away on foot. I'm on a horse. Ow! Things are bad. Things are bad. Things are not great for me right now. I'm a sick man. I'm just a sick and dying man. Leave me be. Is this Angelo Bronte's place?
Making a break for it on foot.
We're innocent men. We're just normal men. Well, that went as well as a chocolate teapot. Took McDaniels in and watched him fry. Weren't very nice, weren't very humane. Professor got upset and got involved before killing himself with electricity, and I never got paid. If they catch me, I pray they hang me. The chair is the work of the devil. Yeah, strangely enough, Arthur, I don't think you have to worry about the chair anymore. Hi, Chorus. How you doing?
Hi there, mister. Watch yourself, partner.
Howdy, partner.
Good job.
Thank you for the stretch.
Hello.
I was supposed to go to the gym today and I completely forgot to do so. Instead, I ate 3 chocolate puddings.
What's in your head?
Yeah, it's nice to see the electric chair is historically accurate in Red Dead. As in, it did not work. Oh god, he coughs when he eats anything. Tis the only world changed around them. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds very nice. Hello, lovely scientist. God, he's... Oh, he's drunk. Never mind. Well, I'll sober up in the mission. But yeah, Arthur dying of consumption. Very, very on the nose. Thematically speaking. Alright, Sadie, what do you need?
Young blood sure is quick money.
That's so true.
Icarus and friends.
Any problems coming in?
Nah.
Guess they know now we ain't in the city.
Who, Mr. Milton's friends?
Yeah, they've had patrols out ever since you boys disappeared. Well, at least you're alive.
For now, yeah.
What happened in,
Guama?
yeah,
Nothing nice.
what happened to Dutch? Because he seems...
I don't know. Seems as what began happening in Blackwater began happening years ago, maybe. A slow decline, I guess.
What do you mean?
I ain't quite sure. What happened here?
I started gathering people up as best I could after you boys left. And John, you know that part.
I do.
And Hosea?
So that too.
Hell, we got Lenny's body out as well. Bribed the morgue and buried them together.
Lenny and Hosea did say they always wanted to be buried with friends.
Follow me.
Sadie's looking well for herself.
So, what's your plan here?
Well, I figure before we do anything, we need to make sure John's even still at this prison.
And how do we do that?
We need to get up high enough to get a proper look at the place.
What? It's on an island, ain't it? Unless you're planning on learning how to fly.
Something like that.
Exactly what we're gonna do. I found us a hot air balloon.
You ain't serious.
Well, she certainly
Now, the
thinks
pilot,
in her own way.
whatever you call him, he thinks we're just in it for a lesson. Bit of a tour. He's quite the character. I think you'll like him.
You know, I'm impressed. You really stepped things up, ain't you?
Hey, we didn't know if you was even coming back. Whole thing hit folks real hard. You can see it. Karen's gone falling fully into the bottle. Stroud's
Yeah.
a bag of nerves. Swanson's actually gone and cleaned up his act.
Oh, good for Swanson.
So I guess it ain't all gone to shit. I'm just happy you boys were able to find us. Javier said he got the letter I left at the post office.
That was a good idea.
Until the Pinkertons showed up. Oh, by the way, I've been hunting O'Driscoll boys. Killed two of the sons of bitches at a campsite last week.
So have we.
What?
Yeah, seems they've drifted down this way now. Oh, she a beauty, ain't she?
From here on the ground.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
Mr. Bullard?
Well, I guess we're going flying.
Mr. Bullard.
Ah, Mrs. Adler! It's good to see you. Good to see you.
This is my friend I told you about, Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Arturo Bullet. At your service, sir. At your service.
Arthur Morgan.
Well, it's a nice, fresh day for flying, sir. A day like today, an Icarus would have made it across the sea. Have you ever flown before, sir?
No.
Oh, it's quite a thing. Quite a thing. Now, put these on and hop in.
Well, ain't she coming?
Well, women can't fly, sir. Are you insane?
We can't.
Oh, no, sir. It does terrible damage to them, to their vapors. I thought everyone knew about that. Why, a delicate flower like Mrs. Adler? Heavens above. Or below.
Where'd you find this guy?
I told you two would get on.
Are you sure about this?
Certain, sir. Quite certain.
We don't want to affect the altitude to affect Sadie's vapors.
Now, pull on that rope and hope for the best.
You boys have fun.
How did you get out of this?
Up and away. Right. Time to catch a few vapors of our own.
Oh,
Cast, but I'm expecting
misogyny's
good
funny.
wind. Once we're high enough, we should still have some decent views over the river.
Such a weird
On
thing.
the subject of ablutions, liquids over the side, solids, do your utmost to levy the
I wish my
situation
camera
to
would stop
land.
flickering.
Okay, Mr. Bullard.
I had a client once
We good?
who fell foul to a rotten oyster on the ascent.
We good?
A decidedly harrowing experience for all involved. Keep going, sir. We need to get up above the clouds. It really is stunning up there. You'll have seen nothing like it.
It is a lovely view. Has anyone ever been in a hot air balloon?
All right, then. Let's break through these clouds.
Why not?
Oh, my God.
Yes, heavenly indeed. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Feels like we have a nice westerly wind, so keep her around this height. This particular vessel is state-of-the-art, sir. Imported from Europe. Won't find more than a couple of these on this side.
I go in a hot air
As
balloon.
long as it works. You sure you shouldn't be doing this?
Oh, not at all. A child could operate this with a little supervision. Besides, Mrs. Adler told me you were very keen to learn the ropes. We have plenty of those.
She did she?
Rising up.
We're getting a little high now.
What happens if we go to the maximum height there?
There's not enough wind at this altitude.
Will we run out of breath and die?
This is good. Nice airflow here. Arthur and Arturo. How perfect is this? My mother was a keen student of the Italianate. My brother's called Baldassarre, so you could say I got off lighting.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm trying to concentrate here.
Ah, that's better. Look, we can see for miles now.
Is that the island that John's on? Train!
Did you
There's
breakfast in the city this morning, Mr.
There's
Morgan?
Saint Denis.
Not exactly.
Well, I have a boiled egg in my pocket here that you're very welcome to.
I think I'm all right, thank you. Recalling the ablutions discussion.
Well, just say the word.
Beaver Hollow, somewhere up there. That's the Westlands in that direction. There's roads in that way, and there's Saint Denis.
May I ask, what got you interested in the pursuit of aviation?
I didn't, exactly. Mrs. Adler thought she'd surprise me.
Ah, a very nice woman. And no shrinking violet.
Definitely not.
I don't even know what that means.
Feminine attire on a lady, but variety is the very spice of life, as they say.
I don't think Miss Adler cares
Did you know
about
they
it.
locked up the man who wrote that in a mental asylum?
I did not, Mr. Bullard.
Whoa there. No need to go any higher. See that building up ahead on the island? That's the infamous Sisika Penitentiary. We shouldn't
Oh, yeah?
fly too near to it, though, sir.
Sorry, we're going in for a closer look.
What do you mean? Mr.
So
Morgan,
Arthur's
this is most-
just taking it
You
hostage.
want a happy customer, don't you?
Look, this isn't funny now. What on earth are you doing? The guards are bound to spot us.
Calm down. They won't care if we stay high enough. I'm just looking for a friend of mine.
A friend?
Poor bastard has a habit of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I heard they got him working the fields in a chain gang.
Dear God.
Okie dokie. Is there any way I can, like, use my binoculars?
The wind. Well, this is most unusual.
was gonna say, are
Relax,
we
Mr.
landing?
Bullard. Here, take over.
Okay.
Keep us well away.
I'll do my best. This filly isn't the easiest to control, you know.
That ain't John.
You look a little suspicious, wouldn't you say?
Is that John?
Looks like him. It's hard to tell, though. Yep, that's him.
Oh shit.
My God!
What are you doing?
They're shooting at us!
I can see that.
Ascend! Ascend!
Go up! This must be the weirdest attack these guys have ever had.
The wind speed is picking up. We should stay at this altitude. It's heading northwesterly, so that should take us back to land. Dear God, I'm shaking like a leaf.
Sorry, Mr. Arturio.
We're in the clear now, Mr. Bullard. Get up.
Good Lord, my heart is pounding. I must say, the specifics of this job were not described to me at all sufficiently.
Well, it's done now.
Was that Annisburg? Cool, I wanted to go there for a mission.
Ah, there's Annisburg.
Sure.
Good Lord, is that Mrs. Adler?
Where?
Being chased.
Oh shit.
Yes. Try and get us near.
Will there be more trouble, sir?
I expect so.
I'm starting to rather enjoy this.
Well, we have a gang if you want to join, buddy. I can't.
Sadie, up here. Shit, they're O'Driscoll's.
Mrs. Adler has a lot to answer for.
That she does.
I think I might need to adjust my feet.
Mrs. Adler is a hell of a shot.
What was she thinking messing with the O'Driscolls right now?
Oh shit, I'm empty.
That's you showed them, Mr. Morgan.
Oh!
Oh dear, that boiled egg feels decidedly scrappy.
Just right, I'll deal with them.
God damn it, Sadie.
Excitement I've had in years.
Thank you. This guy is surprisingly cool with all this. Oh shit! No, Mr. Bullard! He never taught me how to land.
Look out! There's a bridge up ahead!
Okay, I'll come down and get you on the other side.
Shit's fucked.
This case, you'll be losing a limb to the sepsis.
I've almost got it! Alright, hold it there, Arthur! Ow! Up! Let's get out of here!
What the fuck is happening?
I can't hold on much longer!
This is a very GTA 5 mission. Like, this is the kind of stuff you expect in Grand Theft Auto, not in Red Dead.
Pull me up!
Learn to climb the rope.
I think we're gonna crash.
You have a real habit of stating the obvious, Arthur.
Hold on.
break your neck?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Welcome to Whiplash, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn it, look! There's more of them on the other side. They must have followed us. Get behind something. This ain't over yet. These
What is-
goddamn O'Driscolls!
You can't leave it for one day.
Just kill these sons of bitches!
The Lemoyne Raiders, the O'Driscolls. Why does every shootout we say the end with us cowering behind rocks? What is with the camera? Alright, we'll finish this mission and then we'll see if we can fix the camera again. God damn, there's a lot of O'Driscolls. Hang on. There we go. That should be that fixed. Back to the shooting.
Nearly there! Only a few of them left! Look at those cowards! Yeah, you run! I'll catch up with you soon enough!
Shady.
Looks like we made it. That'll show them.
The hell is wrong with you? I only left you an hour ago. You can't stay out of trouble for one goddamn hour. You got that poor bastard killed for his troubles. I kinda liked him.
They got Combe, the government. They got Combe O'Driscoll. They're gonna hang him in Saint Denis.
Hanging. Okay.
He's already been tried twice for murder and found guilty.
Sure, no doubt he'll escape again.
No, he won't, because we're gonna make sure of it.
We have our own problems with the law in case you ain't noticed.
Dutch will want to see him swing.
Sure, Dutch, he wouldn't even help us with Marston. And our situation is really messed up right now. You know how things is.
Bastard's gonna swing. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Closely followed by Marston.
You saw him?
Yes, in the fields.
Okay. Then we go rescue him.
From a state penitentiary?
No. But from the fields? Yes. That we can manage.
It's well guarded.
Guarded, sure, but not behind bars.
No, it's not behind bars.
So, that's how we'll do it. Bust him from his work detail.
I guess.
It's best just the two of us go.
I'd want like Javier or something.
There is, anyhow.
Good, because two is all we'll need. I'll get us a boat, a little one, and we'll sneak in and get him out of there. Meet me at Copperhead Landing. Thank you, Arthur.
Whatever you say, boss.
I heard that.
I like the shifting nature of their relationship.
Okay.
Alright, let's try and get some energy back in Arthur. Because, ooh-wee, it's not doing great.
Easy. Yeah. Hey, partner. Evening.
Please ignore the giant hot air balloon. Okay, so we're not far from Anniesburg, to my knowledge. And there was a couple of missions up there. There's Edith Downs, and then there's this stranger. Let's go talk to her. God, you can really feel how stressed Arthur is trying to hold everything together.
Out of the way!
You know, he's always just wanted what's best for the gang. He said so in, like, chapter 2 or 3. And you can really see how difficult it is for him at this point to be, like, actually making sure that happens. Everyone's just, you know, hell-bent on revenge and killing and bank robbing and being the worst versions of themselves. Even Sadie, to some extent. That occasionally Arthur needs to be like, we have, you know, we have other priorities that we need to focus on here, guys. So, while we're riding up to Anniesburg, or past Anniesburg, something I wanted to bring up. Tomorrow, I have been invited to a gig that a friend of mine, her first ever gig, but it's at 9 o'clock, which is obviously stream time. So I'm thinking about doing this stream a couple of hours earlier. Oh, for God's sake.
Go to hell! You two quit fighting. Embarrassed.
Oh, you think you're real tough too, huh?
Just calm down already. Jesus Christ!
Never seen you, mister.
No, you have. I've been here before. Ooh, lamb's heart.
Mister, you look like I feel. You alright?
No, hanging in there.
So, tomorrow's stream might be quite a bit earlier.
Full belly now.
Good evening, friend.
Hope y'all are okay with that.
Look out!
Look at where you're going.
Normally, I would just focus on, my focus would be on the stream, and I would just not go. But also, one of the friends that invited me, is heading to Spain for like a month. So, I may as well, I should probably go and, you know, spend time with them. You gotta foster positive interactions. Plus, it gives me stories to tell you guys next week. And of course... Who are you? I will say, Arthur's illness is a great way to up the difficulty. I don't even know who those people were. I was talking about in the Guarmer chapter, the struggle games like this have with upping difficulty. And the things I suggested were either you keep everything at a certain level, meaning that certain areas just aren't accessible to players at certain times. You increase the amount of enemies appearing. You keep everything at a flat level, or you have everything level up with the character, as is the case in like Bethesda games. But this, the depowering of the protagonist is actually a great way to also accompany the same thing. You! Blind old fool! You tell the future!
for love.
Tell me my future.
Help a blind man.
What prophecy are we gonna get now?
Be warned, sir. Do not slumber too deeply, for the man with no nose is coming for you.
Well, okay then. Thank you, I guess.
So Arthur's gonna die. Arthur's gonna die. Man with no nose. Skull. Death. Okay. Man, this looks beautiful. It was around here that I filmed the end credits for God, I can't get up there. The end credits for my last video.
Señor, por favor, ayúdeme.
I got some medicine.
Medicina. ¿Ya para qué?
Mercy killing. I'll take my medicine back now.
Yep.
I don't think he gave me the medicine back. If there's a stranger mission in an obscure part of the map, you know I'm gonna head over there. Ooh. Hello.
You all right there?
Who are you?
Oh, it's okay, ma'am. I don't mean you no harm.
Well, it makes no difference now. If an outlaw or a wild animal doesn't get me, starvation will. We came out here from the city in search of a different life. Something true, something real. All this squandering and indulgence, we wanted to strip it away, to find something authentic. What a pair of fools.
Is there a train station or a town I can take you to?
No, I can't give up now. He wouldn't want that. I can't have it. I'm gonna do this for you, Cal.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Is there anything left for you to eat?
Nothing. No, we didn't know the first thing about hunting. We couldn't even catch a darn mouse. If you need any poisonous berries, though, I'm a natural at finding those.
Well, you ain't gonna last much longer out here if you don't know how to hunt. Come on. I'll show you.
All right? But you better not try any funny business. You know, I may be weak, but I still know how to stand up for myself.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Come on.
I like her. I wonder if Arthur sees maybe him and, to some extent, Mary in
You
that.
ever skin an animal before?
No, but then again, I haven't caught much of anything either.
Or at least
Well,
Mary.
you'll need to know how to do both if you're gonna survive.
Like the kind of life you would have
I'm
wanted
all
to live with
aware.
Mary.
So where should we head for?
Let's try in the trees down there, near the river. What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
The bear got him. It was horrifying. He survived.
You're not getting on the horse, are you?
I buried him a week ago.
I'm sorry.
This was really his dream more than mine. I'd have hopped the next train back to Chicago if he'd said the word. But now... I don't know, it's hard to explain. I have to do this.
I understand.
Yeah, if Arthur understands living for someone else's dream, or if anyone understands living for someone else's dream, it's going to be Arthur. You know? No, Nightingale, stop. Bad horse. We need a gun if we're going to teach someone to hunt.
Yes. This is a good spot.
What are we looking for?
Well, I think we should start with something small, don't you? I kill it, you skin it. Sound fair?
Skin it. But I don't even have a knife with me.
Don't worry, you won't need one. Now, take a look around for any movement.
I don't see anything.
There. Look. A rabbit. Okay, stay quiet and still. Watch me. Got it.
Good shot.
Okay then, go on. Time to get your hands dirty.
How do I mean... What do I do?
Just hold the legs tight and pull the skin away quickly. Should come right off. That's it. Go on.
You can do it, ma'am. Come on. Yeah!
It worked.
That is all there is to it. You did good.
I think I've seen enough blood for one day. Do you mind if we head back now?
Sure. I'll walk you back.
She slung it over her shoulder like a natural.
That should keep you fed for a few days.
Oh yes, at least. Thank you so much.
I mean, this really ain't such a bad spot. You got a good water source. It's remote, but you can survive here all right.
It is a good spot.
Sorry, I don't have the energy to go
I
that
have no
fast.
doubt that one can survive here. Whether Charlotte Balfour can is a different matter entirely. You've probably lived your whole life in the outdoors.
Yeah.
A lot of it, that's for sure.
I barely left the city before coming here. Cal spent his summers growing up at his grandparents' lodge in Maine, but I get the impression they did more punting than
Oh Lord. No, we're done for now. Al.
Whoa, stay back. The dead rabbit.
Please. Oh, thank God. You see, if you hadn't been here, I'd be dead now.
You got a rifle?
Yes. Well, my husband's.
I suggest you learn how to use it. Now, come on, let's get you home.
Since we got here, it feels like every step forward has come with 100 steps back. People always talk about the simplicity of country life, but there's nothing simple about any of this.
Yeah.
I guess we only know what we know.
Oh, please. I'm sure it wouldn't take you too long to adjust to a life of privilege and indolence in the big city.
I don't know about that. It sounds awful.
Yeah, he was terrible at every party he went to.
Truly empty and boring existence. But an undeniably easy one. I still can't believe he's gone.
Charlotte, can you walk a tiny bit faster?
So, it's Chicago you came from?
That's right. Have you been?
Yeah, I've passed through a couple times.
Business or pleasure?
Business, you could say. Banking, mostly.
Oh, really? Cal was in banking too.
I doubt we crossed paths. I was more on the withdrawal side.
Oh, right. You're teasing me.
Yeah, something like that.
I was a bank robber, Charlotte. It's a good location. You gotta learn how to care for those crops, though.
Thank you. That was the first time anyone's done anything nice for us. For me. Since we got here.
Nature provides, but she sure don't always make it easy.
That she doesn't. I'd invite you in, but I'm dead on my feet, if you'll forgive the pun. Please do call again sometime, though. A good rest, and hopefully I'll be a new woman.
I'll come back and teach you how to shoot. It's interesting the order in which these quests are coming up too. Like, Arthur has a desire to help people, and suddenly a bunch of quests that like involve giving money to the poor or helping a widow learn how to survive appear. Arthur, you know, it really does kind of give the impression that Arthur, the whole master of your own fate thing, Arthur is, it's not just coincidence that's led him to where he is. He does seek out certain walks of life every now and again. I wonder if I can get behind that waterfall. Oh, I can. See, if video games have taught me anything, there was supposed to be a cave back there with a secret. But apparently not. And apparently the water was cutting out the sound a bit too.
For Christ's sake.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, this rain came out of nowhere. Hello? What the heck is this? Where are we? Thank you for the clip chorus. There's a modelled interior. Oh shit, it is. Of course, do you have access to the Nightbot? You probably don't. Okay. I'll fix it after the stream. Yeah. I've got a letter. Looks like it's from Mary. I should probably head back and grab my horse, though. That's how you hunt. See, I'm so used to being able to be whistled from like a mile away that... Did that bud just fly into me and die? I think it did. There you are, Nightingale. Come on.
Let's go, boy. Yep. You're all right, boy. You're okay, boy.
Huh. A movable stick. Oh. Why is that horse being registered as an enemy? Well, we might have a bit of an issue. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. Let's, if I can get over to the other side, I should be okay. Right? Apparently I'm playing Assassin's Creed now. There we go. Cowboy parkour. The way God intended. God damn it. Oh! That's a big fucking cliff. Arthur, not a fan of muskrats apparently. Had a little freak out there. He dislikes the musk. So do we all.
Hey, mister. All right, easy now.
Oh, but apparently now you can make it over to me.
All right, boy. Giddy up.
Again, if video games have taught me anything, waterfalls have secrets. Like strange blue symbols on the rocks. Oh, come on. You put an entire cliff here? Look at that. That's some attention to detail. Fish, you haven't made it over the waterfall. That's some real attention to detail. Oh, I could have fast traveled back to the camp. From my small camp.
Okay, boy.
Where the fuck am I? Come on, Nightingale. Good, horsey. It's the great outdoors. Ooh, a dead thing. Oh no. You weirdos again. They really don't like that I took their camp from them. Lord, forgive me for what I have done. I cannot take another day of torture at the hands of those grubby men. They say that hell awaits those who resort to self-murder. Can that be any worse than the goings on that... Well, that's a shame. I can just tell that these clip faces have secrets. You know? Like, this is an interesting little building.
Yep.
And we can enter it. And it's quite nice. Anything here? Hair pomade. That's about it. Just robbing these people blind. You want more than you have. Well, that was ominous. Hello?
Come on, boy. Yep.
Well, that was intriguing. If a bit strange. God, we need to go secret hunting soon.
Yeah.
Find all the points of interest. Yay! Me and my horse can skid now.
Yeah. Good boy.
And thus we arrive at Ennisburg. I think we have to go see a certain someone. Edith Downs. The wife of the man that we got infected with tuberculosis from. Who seems to be in a god-awful place in life because of our influence. No idea what caused Nightingale to freak out there. Time to go make amends, I think. Time to get some Red Dead Redemption.
It's you! My friend!
This guy's your mysterious savior?
Hello?
Howdy.
I was
just telling my friend here about how I nearly died out there one night.
Ooh, sounds like quite a tale.
Here's an idea. Gunsmith's a friend. Pick out what you want, and I'll pick up the tab. It's Jenkins.
Ooh, yes indeed.
Anything for you, buddy. Anything.
I could use some ammo.
Hey, friend, what do you need?
Man in town named Jenkins owes me. Said I could put something on his tab.
Jenkins, huh? All right, take a look around.
Accessories. Shotgun slugs, rifle cartridges. Let's get some rifle cartridges.
So noted. You have a good day now.
Thank you, sir. Edith.
I said, hell, even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while.
Hey, you want company, boys?
Sure, because I want to be pissing needles tomorrow.
Time for some redemption.
This is down.
Go away. Just go away.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but
Well, you're sorry. Yeah, I heard you.
But, I mean, well, this country is man unleashed. That's the thing, and it ain't my fault any more than it is anyone else.
Man unleashed? Then unleash goodness. Not just hell's feeble brothers, sir.
But how? I mean, all I know how to do is fight, I guess.
Interesting. The moment that Arthur needs to defend himself, he starts parodying Dutch. Or parroting Dutch. Like, he can't really make an argument. So he just falls back on the, well, it's a bad place. We live in a bad place. It makes people do bad things.
I was set free to fight. Where's your son, Mrs. Downs?
Where you think? Down the mine. Until he gets sick. Which won't be long, given how hard they work him. See, foremen don't like him, so he gets the worst of it.
Well, maybe I could go.
Well, maybe you could just leave us all alone. Maybe. Maybe you could just go fight some other battle.
Yeah, but he feels guilty. So he's gonna fight this battle. But yeah, it is interesting that the moment that he actually needs to create an argument for why he did bad things, he just parrots Dutch's comments.
Be quiet, Mr. Dockery.
Oh, your mom's a whore, and that's a goddamn fact. Hey,
Why don't you shut up?
who's this, your daddy?
My daddy died. And this man, he killed him. What are you doing here?
Leave the boy alone.
Why'd you kill his daddy? You after his mama?
Stop bullying the boy.
Get out of my business, mister.
Leave the boy alone.
Or what?
Or I'll kill you too.
You couldn't kill no one. Look at you, all ragged and sick and weak. Clear off, you goddamn hermit. Clear off! You and the horse son here. Can't even fight your own battles? Let me go!
This is the last thing.
You just made it a lot worse for that boy.
Your hands off me!
Arthur's sick. He's still going toe-to-toe with a pair of miners.
Looking for a free food.
Now who's next? Let the boy go. Let him go. Come with me. Shame on you. He's just a goddamn boy.
That was clearly 2 lines stitched together.
Let's get you out of here.
They're gonna kill me. Now I got no job and they're gonna kill me.
I've got some money. You and your mama can go someplace nice.
Well, why are you doing this?
I don't know. Listen, take this. All of it. Try and talk to your mama and get out of here. Now run.
I'll try.
Good boy. I don't want to see you here again.
Do not seek absolution. Can we go in the mines? We can.
Hello, sirs.
Hello there, mister.
God, they have a whole thing under here. Look at this place.
Out of the damn way.
God, the effort they went to for this game. It's amazing. Like, you could have just had that, like, closed off with a guard being like, can't go in there. But no, they have tunnels. They have mining tunnels. You can climb out. The attention to detail in this game. I think we have to go have a little chat with Leopold Strauss. Don't you? Really impressed by the attention to detail in this game.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
What a good boy. Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Camp's not doing great.
How are you holding up?
What's the plan here? Is Dutch gonna be all right?
We'll work something out, I promise.
Okay, Arthur.
Something not right with him. Are you talking to me, old man? Mind your manners. I've minded them long enough. None of my problems is my fault. None at all. So you...
Everyone's arguing.
To question...
Mr. Morgan, you don't look very well.
I'm not, Reverend. I fear I'm pretty sick.
I'm so sorry.
You seem well, on the other hand?
Yes, I've stopped all that silly business. I think I'm okay.
Well, that's wonderful news. How?
I don't know. I met a Catholic lady, a nun, and we prayed, and it was lifted. The
You're
curse
making it
was
through this.
lifted.
Good.
I can't believe it.
Goes from
Really, I
rotten
can't.
to worse.
All those years I wasted.
Don't you worry about him.
Well, that's the problem. I am worried about him.
We all are.
Hey, Javier.
Glad to be home?
I almost wish we were back in Guarma.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, don't give up on everything just yet.
Whatever you say.
I mean, big story thing. You can't do any activities. You can't play dominoes. You can't play cards with anyone.
You're the last person I want to see.
What, Micah? Come on, you can do better than that.
Yes, you already said hello.
Hey, I'm only trying to improve the mood a bit.
You think that's funny?
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Whatever you say.
Oh yeah, there's the smashed up box. So we can't even donate to the camp. Shit's fucked, guys.
Here we are, Arthur.
Why don't you lay off the bottle for a bit?
Why don't you lay off me?
I'm only concerned.
Sure, Arthur.
Tilly,
Hi, Arthur.
you doing all right?
What is going on with you all? You're acting like children.
We're trying to work it out.
Okay, then.
Tilly's one of the most level-headed members of the gang, it seems. Jack!
Hey, Jack.
Uncle Arthur,
How's it going?
Micah said he'd take me fishing.
He fucking will not.
Try not to speak to him, okay?
Okay. I wish people would stop being mean.
Me too, Jack. Me too.
Dutch?
Yes, Arthur?
Why are you letting Micah get in your ear?
There's no need to be jealous, Arthur.
I'm just trying to work out what's going on here.
Okay, Arthur.
Uncle,
Mr. Morgan.
how you doing with all this?
Well, I got whiskey in my belly, so I'm good.
Just keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, okay.
God, there's so... Like, remember when coming back to camp it would take me like a good 20-30 minutes to talk to everyone?
There's enough fools out there deserve shooting, you know.
What do you mean?
I know it's you keeps killing innocent people.
Ain't nobody innocent in this world, Miss Grimshaw. You know that.
Use your brain, Mr. Morgan. We don't have time for you.
Can't this wait?
Well, fine.
I ain't been killing no one.
Dear sir, you were once very kind to Beau and myself, and it pains me to ask you to show us further kindness. But I have nowhere else to turn, and nobody else upon whom I can impose. I will, of course, pay you handsomely for your troubles. My family have turned quite mad and are threatening to send me away to stop my work, which they say is disgracing them. As if their history of
It's the Braithwaite lady.
Hello.
Alright, Strauss. What do you want?
Mr. Morgan.
Herr Strauss?
How are you?
About how I look.
Okay. Are you perhaps available for some work?
Debtors?
Yes.
I guess.
Your commitment to your duties is admirable. You know, Mr. Morgan, you're... Well, I'm sorry for you. No, never mind. I didn't...
Look, Strauss.
You take care.
I ain't dead yet.
No, of course not. That's what I was saying. I...
The debtors, Strauss. Who owes you money?
Well, There's a deserter from Fort Wallace. Head to him first. They're looking for him out on the road near Three Sisters. Man's name is J. John Weathers.
J. John Weathers.
Then there's a miner over in Annisburg. He's called Arthur. Like you. Arthur Londonderry. Family man, desperate, you
Or Derry, depending on your political affiliations.
know the type.
Couldn't one of the boys do this?
I tried. They lacked your vigor.
Vigor, huh? All right.
Take care, Mr. Morgan.
No one really knows how to talk to Arthur. Hey, Charles.
Charles? Okay, Arthur? Thanks for sticking with us. Of course. No.
Okay, so there's deserter over by Fort Wallace. We'll do him first, and then we'll double back and head into Annisburg.
Hang in there. Yeah.
God. It's just... Going back to camp's just depressing. There's no other way to put it. It's just depressing. What's this over here? We did see little plumes of smoke there, right? There it is. Where's that coming from? Oh, I'm thinking about making a new points redemption called Fun Fact, where I will just tell people a random fun fact. Because I'm one of those people who collects knowledge like it's trading cards. Like, I don't necessarily have a consistent collection, but I have a bunch of random little shit. You know? I'm very good at pub quizzes.
So what's up? We gotta scram. Come on.
Oh shit, you two. More of them.
Oh, got friends, do you? You a dead dog.
Cannibals. Cannibalism. Eating of one's self, a fellow man. Remember how I pointed out that the Lemoyne Raiders were very representative of being stuck in the past? Whereas on the other side you have Angela's Bronte's men, who were very representative of the future. Well, now, with the Murphy brood, you have the idea of cannibals, of man eating man, which is effectively what's happening to the gang. This game has a lot of symbolism that can be inferred. The O'Driscolls were who we could be, or who we might become. Then, who was the next rival gang? It was the Lemoyne Raiders after that, wasn't it? So, and then the Lemoyne Raiders are people who are stuck in the past. Angelo Bronte's men are people who value money and progress above all else.
Excuse me, partner.
The Chinese word for horse is ma.
Thank you.
Hey, partner.
And then you have the Murphy broods representing the idea of eating your fellow man. And which again ties into tuberculosis because consumption. Hey, have we taken this tree down? We have. We've gotten this one before.
All right, boy. Yep.
Now, I believe there's a town called Pleasance somewhere around here. That could be of particular interest. It's also kind of fitting that the gang's camped not far away from Elysian Pool. Or Elysium Pool. Depending on pronunciation. Which again is, you know, to do with death. It's the same to see Nightingale getting healthier and healthier while Arthur gets sicker and sicker. Like, it's easier for me if I just ride around on the horse now than if I try to walk anywhere on my own. Despite the fact that horse riding does take it out from you. Like, in itself, that is quite exhausting.
I don't share this camp with no one else. Scram, okay?
I ain't here to cause trouble.
I'm gonna knock you sideways.
Yep.
I was trying to shoot his gun out of his hand.
Yep.
I could have just hit him, I suppose. Hey, John. Hey, JJ.
John Weathers.
They call me Snow Goose now.
Whatever they call you. You borrowed money off of Leopold Strauss. The bills come due.
This ain't the best time, sir.
This ain't the best time for anyone.
Mr. Strauss knew it was a long-term proposition.
The debt is due.
Okay. I got supplies meant to last through the winter. You can take them. Just, is there any way you can help me? I stay out here, there won't be anyone to pay you.
I ain't here to help. I'm here to collect. We're all of us up against it.
Look, there's men after me. They're killers. I ain't a deserter, just an objector. It ain't right. If there was another way than running, I need your help.
Shut up.
Please.
Up here, it's him.
It's too late.
Form up, we shoot on sight.
I clear
God
off,
damn
sir.
it.
Shit. Well, seeing as I'm here, I'll do what I can for you.
I was hoping for a rifle.
all right, my darling? You can come out.
Oh. Oh.
Probably should have helped you fix the damn wagon.
We can probably still save something.
Really now?
Look, you can take this silver locket for the debt.
That's interesting. We've never had these options before. Absolve the
Damn
debt.
it, Dad. Just get her somewhere safe. Go on.
Thank you, fella. You know, there ain't enough kindness in this world, that's for sure. But you...
I don't know nothing about kindness.
Now, what was that letter from Martin? Dear Martin, I really want you to work on your temper. That behavior at lunch last week was disgraceful, abusing the clergyman and Miss Hillcott. She's a widow. He's a man of God, and you, with a drink inside you, speaking like that? Your mother was appalled, I was humiliated. You'll get yourself killed one of these days if you carry on like that in public instead of around family. I expect better from you. Yeah, Martin. Come on. Your father expects better of you. That's really mean.
Yep.
Hello?
Hey! You there?
Hi there.
Can you help?
Oh,
Can you
hi,
help
sir.
me, mister?
What's the problem?
My goddamn horse got spooked and run off.
You hurt?
Not too bad, at least. But he took my damn leg.
Sorry.
He went that way, I think. His name's Buell.
Buell?
Second time a prick named Buell cost me a leg.
Huh?
Buell was my general when I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Anyway, if you see an angry bastard of a horse with my wooden leg, I'd be real grateful.
I'll bear that in
We'll
mind.
keep an eye out. Let's go get Buell.
There he is. Whoa, whoa. Easy. Shit, spooked all right. There we go. Hey now. Easy, easy. Come on now, easy. Easy. Oh, easy. Come on now. Take it easy.
There we go, Buell. It's okay. Oh, you're a beautiful color.
It's all right, boy. Easy. It's okay. Whoa.
There we go.
Wait. Easy now. Easy. Now come on, Dan. Let's get you back.
Come on, Buell. Ah.
He's just where you left him. Can't go far with that leg in your stirrup. Can't go bucking him like that. So you better be good, you hear?
I love the way Arthur talks to
I get the
horses.
notion he's not a man you want to cross. No matter how big and strong you are.
He talks to horses like they're people, which kind of makes sense for someone like him. He's probably spent more time around horses than he has most people. I guess I can't ride Buell because of the stirrup.
We ain't far now. Nothing gonna spook you here. Come on. You're not so nasty.
Hey. Howdy, stranger.
I found him. You're a good man, Mr. Arthur. You're right. He's a brute. Hamish Sinclair. Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devils got him. Hey, you want to hand me that leg there, please? And while you're at it, give old Buell a kick for me, would you? No, I'm only kidding. Thank you. Weren't but a snake that spooked him. You're a real gentleman, you know? Sometimes, maybe. Yeah.
He's getting more... Arthur's getting better at accepting compliments, which is nice to see.
How'd you lose a leg? Oh, in the war. Cannonball. Pretty clean, though. I don't have much pain, and I didn't get any gangrene. A young boy went into battle with me, got cut in half, so all things considered, I'm doing pretty well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. So, how is the false one? It's okay. I can still hunt, fish, enjoy the outside. Weren't sent too crazy by it. Anyway, I ain't got much to pay you with. You know, that's okay. You like fishing? You can come with me someday. I know some pretty good spots. I'm a pretty poor fisherman. Yeah, well, I'm great, so between the two of us, we do okay. My cabin is right over on the other side of O'Crae's Run there. Thanks again. You throw me again, you old dumb bastard, I'm gonna put a bullet in you. I'll see you again.
Well, that was nice. Nice little mission there. Oh, we can go back to... Oh, it's Marco. You're headed out. Have a good rest of your stream. Okay, bye, Chorus. Have a good time. We've got some stuff for the downs. We've got some... We have to go see Penelope Braithwaite. We have to be careful with the order in which we do things now, you see, chat. We have to be careful, because since it does seem that we are eking ever so close to the end of the game, a lot of these streams are now going to be focused on doing side quests. Otherwise I'll miss them and never be able to do them again. And while I definitely think I'll revisit this game in my own time, it's a long game. So, you know, if you want to revisit a mission in Chapter 5, which is Guanma, you have to play to Chapter 5. Because as far as I can see, there is not really a... Yeah, there's not really a mission load screen. I suppose I could have saved before certain missions, but I just didn't think to do that. We'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So, enjoy. Once we... Now I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Try and remember how to lay a camp. There we go. I shall be right back. Don't go anywhere. And, yeah. Be right back. That's a real nice BRB screen. Now, I saw a light in the distance. Where was I standing? I think I was up here. All the way over there. It's a house. Well, let's go take a wee look-see, shall we?
Boy. Yep.
I hope everyone's doing well today, and I hope you're all enjoying the stream. If you do, consider dropping a follow, or, you know, just have a good time. I like it when people have a good time. Okay, it might have been a bit farther than what I initially thought. Like, it might have been, you know... Oh, it's probably this, actually, I'm riding towards. Yeah, it's probably this place. Well, how far are we from Marco? Because he's up into the north, isn't he? I'm sure if we follow these train tracks, we'll get there. I just want to say, chat, that I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone who's chatting, everyone who's lurking. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for giving me a wee moment of your time. An abandoned trading post. That's a mighty powerful wind. Oh, there's Marco. Oh shit. I forgot to do the intro. Oh well. Honestly, it kind of felt better without it. Don't know why I'm turning my camera off for these smaller cutscenes.
Hello? If you are here to rob me, I wish to make clear that I have weapons that could liquefy each of your internal organs in turn and leave you just a puddle on the floor.
Professor, I ain't here to rob you. It's me. I helped you at the pond.
You did? Oh, you did. The buffoon. Hello.
I made a microphone.
Hello. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Of course you are disturbing me, buddy. I almost solved biggest problem and you mess it up.
Did?
No, but I did. I can't get the bloody conductor straight. Well, it is the geometry of life, the grand theory of power. It's the grand theory of theories. There is just one more big problem. Maybe I solve it, but can't get it right.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. Help me adjust these things, and I will show you what I mean. Here,
okay.
Please.
I'm not much of a scientist.
Yeah, well, you are an American. Science is far beyond you, but you make a fine buffoon. Go.
Let's not get on board with the casual racism there.
You have the detector in your hand. The filament flashes when it points at the location for conductors. Follow flashes up in hills and plant conductor rods where filament flows solid. When all three conductors inflict, lightning strikes the rod, and we harness power of nature!
Is he making a Frankenstein? Sorry, is he making a Frankenstein's monster? Knowledge. You know, wisdom. Or knowledge is knowing that the professor was called Frankenstein. Wisdom is knowing that the monster is called Frankenstein's monster. But understanding is knowing that Frankenstein was the monster. Oh, do you think it's right there? This guy's weird. Okay. Sounds like every boss I've ever worked for. Oh, shit! Fell off a cliff. Actually, that was a hidden speedrunning technique, because it gets you closer to the mission. You see. All right, you European toy maker.
Wonderful! I wish I ever went to school so I had a clue what was going on. What now?
Well, now, I become the second creature after God himself to bring life to this earth. Like this.
Didn't work.
Am I missing something?
The switches. The bloody switches. Okay. Climb up there and adjust them for me. Go quick, please.
You want me to climb a giant metal structure in a thunderstorm? Okay. Oh, it's wood. Never mind, it's wood. As a result, I am perfectly okay with what we're doing.
Just tell me, what goddamn one of these things to pull? I am an invisible web engineer, not an electrical technician, okay? You better hope I ain't fried up here.
So then if we do this, then this, no, and then this, no, hang on, then this, then this, and then this. Aha! Ah! Well, this is terrifying. I'm carrying a lot of metal on me, so I better not get electrocuted.
Are you ready?
Sure. Second time lucky, eh?
Second time? More like 7,000th. This is my life's work. It is incredible.
That's a robot.
What?
Homeboy making a robot. Okay. Kinda looks like a Cyberman. Oh my god, it worked.
He lives! My son lives!
What is it?
It is life itself. Morons who doubted me. It is me and you. Look at him. Isn't he wonderful?
Well.
Is that it?
For now. I am so happy. Oh, you just saw creation's second birth.
I just saw a machine waddle a few steps.
I have a son. I am the luckiest man alive. Those morons, they doubted me.
I'll see you later.
Yes, yes. Goodbye.
Bye, Marco.
Oh.
What a peculiar man. A bright and bouncing boy.
Let's go, boy.
I'll stick with my horse, thanks. He'll be my bright and bouncing boy. And chorus. What a weird thing to run into. What a strange day Arthur and I are having. Well, we know this train track goes straight into Anniesburg, so as long as we don't get hit by a surprise train, we should be good.
Hey, easy now.
I'm trying to think of an LGBT joke, but the T is train, and I can't come up with it. But pretend I said something incredibly witty and funny. And everyone laughs.
I'm not buying it, and I don't want it. I said I'm not buying it, and I don't want it. Bastards! Bastards! Bastards!
Hey, whoa, 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 old guy.
A man's...
Fuck me! What? What the fuck just happened? What just happened? Okie dokie. So we're going right back, right? Naturally.
Come on.
What I enjoy about Nightbot is that it only activates when people speak. I like that. That's a good feature. Alright, you crazy old hermit. Let's try this again. And you're not here. Huh. I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you one day. Gotta admit, this part of the country is lovely. Come on, Nightingale. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Okay, boy.
There we go, boy. That's my Arthur Morgan voice for everyone. Roger Clark, Arthur Morgan's voice actor, is in fact Irish, not American. Which I think is amazing. Because his accent is so good. That's a grave. Alright, let's do the Downs mission first. And then we'll do the money lending and other sins. Oh, the train's here.
Hey, friend.
Morning, sir.
Look out!
Edith? Oh my god, I wonder. Look how much oil is in the water. I guess they're spooked people.
Welcome back, sir.
Let's rent a room.
Got any rooms?
The room is yours for the night. It is ready for you now, if you like. Hey,
Is this-
you can't be there. Go back to the shop.
Isn't this my room?
Hey, straighten up in here.
Oh, my room's over there.
Hey, partner.
Got sick drinking that shine.
You need something.
Let's get some sleep and get our cores restored. Restore them core. Gotta focus on your core, chat. Cores are very important. I am once again reminded that I forgot to go to the gym. And instead ate 3 chocolate puddings. Mrs. Downs.
Hi there, mister.
Mrs. Downs, where are you?
Hey there, folks.
You're that troublemaker, ain't you? You ain't welcome here.
Hello, mister. Hi there, ma'am.
Hello there!
Hi.
Hello, sir.
There he is.
Mr. Morgan.
You still here, kid?
Yes. Mama can't leave. Won't leave. I don't know. I said I had the money. She said your money weren't moral. She said it'd be better to die than to take it.
Maybe she's right. I don't know. I don't know anything about morals.
She's still heading out. Working, you know?
I'm sorry, son. Sorry about all of this.
And she ain't been back for a few hours. She left with some fella down the railway tracks. I did not like the look of him.
Which way you say?
That way. Around the woods towards, Willard's Rest.
I'll see what I can do.
Let's go find Edith. Again, gotta seek that redemption. In any way we can. In any way we can. There's something.
Yep.
That way.
Of course not.
Well, dearie. Been to jail, but nice out here, huh?
Nice?
A feller could do what he likes out here.
I guess.
You think I'm a nice man, dearie? A kind man?
Sure.
I ain't always nice. I can be real nasty.
Leave her alone.
That's enough now, partner. You're starting to scare me, let alone the poor woman. Clear off.
Who are you?
Someone who don't want to hear no more of your nasty mouth.
Here comes another fist fight.
I presume Archie sent you?
I said clear off before I deal with you.
I'll see you again, dearie.
Listen to me. Excuse me.
You sound like my husband.
I think I got it from him.
No. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. I was a fool. And I'm suffering for my foolishness. But don't go and get yourself killed because of your pride. You have a son, Mrs. Downs.
I'm just so ashamed.
Ashamed? Of what? You loved him? You did everything for him. Let's get you home.
Come on, Edith.
All right. Let's go.
If there's one thing Arthur did right, it's making amends with the Downs. You know, he can never make up for what he did to them, but
I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Stop saying sorry. Sorry won't bring Thomas back.
I know.
So you're sick now too? And you think that affords you the opportunity for penance for cutting his time short?
No, I ain't looking for that.
Okay then. So just forget about me and the guilt you're carrying, because no good can come of that for either of us. And all you can do now is decide the man you want to be for the time you have left. Help someone who can still be helped. Or help yourself.
I suppose you're right.
Oh, hang yourself for all I care.
You're right to dislike me. I ain't looking for that to change. Archie should be waiting for us just up ahead.
he learnt the boy's name. He learnt the boy's name.
Mama! Mama!
Oh, you silly boy. Archie. Oh, we do.
Get out of here. Go live someplace else. Start over. Here, take this. I don't need it no more.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, I know you don't want it.
I don't.
You sure as shit need it. Take it.
No.
I ain't looking for forgiveness. It ain't about that. But don't forgive me. Just take the money and get out of here, please. I know I ruined your life. I suffer for it every day. But don't let yourself get killed for pride. I seen it kill too many folk. Don't say anything. Don't thank me. Just take the money and pack your bags. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I said don't thank me. Get out of here. Please.
You can't look them in the eye. You reached the max, and on that put me to the maximum honor. That's kind of thematically fitting.
Hey, mister.
What are you, pal?
Don't think this day can get much worse.
That's no good.
All right, then. You got any business at the mine?
I'm looking for an Arthur Londonderry. I was told he works here.
Londonderry? Oh, you'll want to speak to the foreman. He's down in the pit.
Thank you.
Hey there, partner.
Hey there.
Again, they designed this whole area for like one mission. Excuse me, mister.
Arthur Londonderry. See here?
I'm sorry, feller, but you're too late. Arthur's dead.
The man's dead. What's wrong with you?
Oh, boy. You can't exactly beat it out of him now, can you? You might get something off his widow just across from Butcher's Creek, but I'd hurry. You ain't gonna be the only one a-knocking.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, I ain't the godforsaken moneylender.
All this industry, yeah.
Move!
On your way now.
All right. She's actually not far from our camp. I'm very glad we're starting to see this turn for Arthur. Him realizing that everything he's done has, well, it's not gotten him any closer to his dream. In fact, I think Arthur's dream of a better life for him and his family, the gang, is further away now than it was at the start of the game, when we had no money and the Pinkertons were right on our asses. And now it just seems like he wants to go around and help anyone he can find. And also shoot bears. Thank you for the Skydrake, lovely scientist. Like I said, a lot of these streams are going to be doing the side quests from this point out because, you know, I want to get as many of them done as I can before the game concludes.
You gonna pack all your stuff, Angel? I don't wanna go. It'll be an adventure.
Mrs. Londonderry.
Arthur's dead.
That's very on the nose.
No. I'm sorry for it. It's just... we lent Arthur some money, you see, and...
So it was you. Son of a bitch. What do you want now? You want my boy's shoes? You want the food out of our bellies? What little there is? You want me to lie down for you?
No. No.
Arthur gave everything to pay your bills. Everything. And now there's some fellas coming to take the house. There ain't nothing left, mister.
Absolve the debt and give money.
I just wanted to say the debt's canceled and here, take this. It won't bring your husband back, I know. You need money and I don't.
Well, you're a good man.
No, I'm not.
I just wish you'd done it before he worked himself into the grave.
I think Arthur sees a lot of things there.
But you know, maybe you and your friend that lent him the money could do things differently. Like, not threaten a man. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I really am.
Okay. We have a lot of things here. So, 1. Arthur's personality completely shifts when he sees the kid. And, I know a bit of extra lore, Arthur, to my knowledge, did have a son, but he died. And again, that woman looks a bit like Mary Linton. Or maybe a bit like Abigail. And so he's either maybe thinking of Abigail and Jack, or maybe Mary and his possible son that they could have had. And the fact that the last guy's name is Arthur, and he is dead, and we don't have a choice to still take the money. We can absolve the debt or absolve the debt and give money. It's very thematically looking at, like, Arthur is looking at life. He's looking at himself. He's looking at what's going to happen to him, and the picking of Arthur as a name for this debtor is such an important moment, because it is one of the things that truly, I think, gets to Arthur, where he's like, I've ruined these people's lives. And it's killing people just like it's killing me. Go to confront Leopold Strauss. Like, the fact his name is Arthur is just so on the nose. But on the nose in a brilliant way. You know? And we never see what he looks like. Because we don't need to. And the fact that, like, Strauss really isn't that far from these people. Like, literally, he's around the corner. This is an interesting locale.
Yep.
Finally, Arthur can see himself in the people that he's been hurting. And he can understand what he's done to people.
Who are you? Man coming in. You can tell me later.
I have nothing to tell you, I just have something to get rid of. Confront.
Ah, how did you get on, Mr. Morgan?
Just dandy. Just Get up.
What?
Get up!
What is wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
What are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago. Get your bag. Is this it?
I don't understand.
I ain't gonna kill you, though I probably should. You disgust me. And you shame us. If we could be shamed any more than we already are, that should do. Go!
I don't understand you. What are you doing?
Go and get a job!
You know, they say the sick delude themselves. I was your friend.
You and me, we ain't decent. But those folk, they was. Now here, take that. Take that and get lost.
I'm
leaving.
That's maybe the most honourable thing Arthur's ever done.
How are you doing?
Hi, Javier.
Arthur,
Hard to believe it's come to this.
we gotta stay behind Dutch. That's the only way.
Hey, that's why we're all here.
Sure, Arthur.
That gets rid of Strauss. And it wasn't soon enough. So, we got Albert Mason, Penelope Braithwaite, and that's about it. So, interesting trans thing for Skye today. As you all know, it's Pride. I went out in public in a skirt for the first time today. And I looked mighty fine doing it. And I didn't get any bigotry, and I got actually a couple compliments. Which was very nice. Huh, those rocks look like a smiley face. I got to have some real trans pride, and there's a photo of my my little outfit in the Discord server. You can find it with !Discord if you want to come and hang out. I'll spend some time with my amazing community, or see some kittens, because I believe Susara has just posted a bunch of kitten photos.
Whoa, easy.
You know, we still haven't found that place, that strange farm. To be fair, I'm still looking for Pleasance, which is a town. Or you can use the pillow link that's just come up on screen, thanks to the Nightbot, to find every and all social media things that you might need. Thank you, lovely scientist. Also, over the next 2 days, if you go to Archive, the SkyeBlacke Archive, then you will find not only the past 18 parts of Red Dead Redemption 2, but if you want something less heavy, you will also find the first 3 parts of Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York, being uploaded over the next 2 days.
Hey, I wouldn't waste your time panning this stretch. This here's all stick. Nah, ain't no shine.
And I have to say, Kofi Supporter's got an early preview of it, But I'm really proud of the thumbnail I did for the Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York streams. I tried to kind of emulate the style that the game uses, but with a thing of myself, and I'm really happy with it. Hello. Maybe this is the Prospectors camp. Thank you, lovely scientist. Everyone really likes Nightingale. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Yep.
It was possessed by the devil, it was. The devil, I say.
You better have a goddamn good reason for being here.
All right, easy now.
Sorry, sir. I felt comfortable. It was nice. I've been looking into trans healthcare here in the UK, which, as many of you know, is a nightmare. And ways in which that I can help out some people and maybe myself in possibly transitioning or anything like that. And I found a possible process that might be relatively easier than going through the gender identity clinic, which has a 36-month waiting list last time I checked. Oh, shit. Hello, sir. Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened here? Otis Miller and the Black-Hearted Lady. Oh. Well, at least I got something I can give Jack. I guess. Come on, get. I can't have died all that recently if the chickens are still there. God, I really do just see, like, smoke in the distance, and I'm drawn to it like a moth to flame. Ooh, what's this? Oh, hey, this is Emerald Ranch. Man, Lemoy is a surprisingly big place. Like, that's the border for Lemoy that we're running alongside just now. You O'Driscolls? Nope.
What the hell are you doing here?
Alright, let's go find Lady Penelope Braithwaite. Let's finish that story. I wonder if she has anything to say about the Braithwaite who's tied up. That'd be interesting. We should check that out. Oh shit.
Back me up here, fellas. 3 glasses down, this one could be pissing in a horse's ass, and he wouldn't know no better.
No, he wouldn't.
No, sir.
No, you ain't the best drinker I ever known. What are you talking about? You're just messing with me now. No. No.
You always do that crazy thing where you try to scratch your hair with your
Always. Every single time.
What's he doing?
What
What the hell is that?
I'm assuming that attack was justified. I mean, the map registered them as enemies, so... Have we been? I feel like we've been here before. Oh, they were Lemoy Raiders. Okay, they were racists. Oh! Is this Pleasance? I think it is. Yes, this is the town of Pleasance. Okay. Here's that empty town I found. So, some couple things here. I know a bit about Pleasance. So, let's do some ghost hunting. Ill with sin, unclean sinners. And then, if we head up to the barn over here, stay out, plague. Complete ghost town, right? So here's an interesting thing. Killed by gunshot, September 1883. Died by gunshot, September 1883. Found murdered, September 1883. Murdered, September 1883. Killed by gunshot, September 1883. Killed by gunshot, September 1883. Murdered, September 1883. Killed by knife wound, September 1883. Had his life taken on September 17th, 1883. Killed by knife wound, September 1883. All the graves in this town are on the same day. And let's check out the school. So we got some tonics. Cigarette card, we'll need that. What else have we got around here? Jack will like that. For room if that cordial for cholera, I think it says. Oh, I think I smashed the bottle I was going to look at. Okay. So, we've got stuff that mentions unclean sinners. We have everyone dying of a gunshot and a knife wound on the same day. We have enemies over there. And we have possible signs of cholera in Pleasance.
Alright, boy. Yeah.
Anyone got any ideas? And someone seems to have burnt the school down. And we got bounty hunters, but those are unrelated. Gotta keep our heads down. Come on, Nightingale. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Shit, they found us.
Come on. Don't have to go down like this.
Ah, speaking of a massacre. Now, if we found Pleasance, I think we're near another group of people that we've been looking for. Those farmers. Now, what's up here? Okay, this is the place that all those guys were at. I wonder if maybe they're connected to the massacre at Pleasance? Maybe. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Fun with transitions. Title of my autobiography. Okay. Ah, the Aberdeen Pig Farm. That's where we're looking for. Must be that. Hello.
Don't be shy, partner. No such thing as a stranger here.
Partner?
Well, you look like you need to take a load off.
Well, ain't this a rare treat? Why didn't you tell me we had guests coming? I'd have fixed myself up nice.
Oh, now you know you look perfect, princess.
I ain't no guest, miss. I'm just passing through.
Oh, nonsense. Well, come on in. Rest a while. And we got food on the stove and a bottle of the good stuff we've been saving.
It's decided then. I'm gonna go freshen up.
I appreciate the offer, but I best be on my way.
Oh, come on now. How you gonna turn down a hot meal and good company? I'll go open that bottle. Hey, there he is. Come on in. Come on. I hope
she ain't primping for hours up there, we'll never eat. Go check on her, will you? Well, just go hurry her up a little. She won't listen to me.
Hmm. That's a lot of newspapers.
Well, look who it is. You are hungry, ain't you?
I didn't mean to intrude, miss.
It's all right. Looking ain't a crime. You go on and have a seat at the table. I'll be down in a minute.
He, just asked me to check on you, that's all.
Oh, you don't need... Hey, hey, slow it down there. Plenty of time for that.
Oh,
Sure. My apologies, miss.
And there was me thinking you was the basketball type.
She'll, be down in just a minute.
Woohoo! That is what I like to hear. Hey, now pull up a chair, partner.
What do we think of these guys, chat?
That's it. Yes, settle in. Make yourself at home. Oh, hey!
Hey!
Ain't this just about perfect? One of them moments you wish could last forever.
Well, like I said, I can't stay for long.
Then look at us. Like a couple of old friends. It's a short life, but a merry one.
Here we are, all the fixins'. I hope you boys left some room in your trousers.
That smells delicious. The food don't smell too bad neither.
Oh, stop it, you! How do you like it?
It's good. Different.
That meat is so tender. You know what? This place used to be a pig farm when we was kids. Before we lost our ma and pa.
They're siblings.
Horrible business.
Horrible.
But we still got each other, ain't that right, honey pie?
And we still know how to have the hog kill.
Look at Arthur's face! That is the face of a man in pure shock.
Killing time.
Here, that's for you.
Yeah.
There.
Where are my manners? Drinks.
Yeah, I could definitely use a drink.
That stuff will put hair on your chest.
Oh, I doubt he needs that. Let's loosen you up some more. Come on, honey.
I appreciate the hospitality, folks, but I best be on my way.
No, already? I thought we was gonna have some fun together. Oh.
I'm sure you two can have more than enough fun without me.
Oh.
See, Princess? I told you he'd be back. Come on, pull up a chair, partner.
I gotta see where this goes.
Easy.
Ah, what the hell?
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, about time. And take whatever cat she has on her and put it behind Mama.
You're a feisty one.
Did I just get robbed by the incest twins? And I'm in a mass grave. This was a massacre.
Those crazy sons of bitches got some explaining to do.
Where are we? Oh. Motherfucker's gonna die tonight.
You ain't.
God, she's a knife. Hey! What's this? The Aberdeen family. Christmas 1878. They killed their parents. Hmm. Wonder if they had anything to do with what happened at Pleasance. Hey, a chessboard. I wouldn't really trust any of the drink you get out of here, Arthur. That'll be my money. I recovered the stash from 4 homesteads. Now, I've been told that apparently if you take her over to the grave, something will happen.
What the hell? You responsible for this? Don't you test me. You goddamn hearing me? You wanna die today?
Although, now I'm struggling to figure out where the grave was. Here it is. Huh. Well, nothing happened. I think you have to, like, hog tie her or something. Well, the Aberdeen farmers were certainly odd. Now, let's get the heck out of here. And also, despite we still have 2 side quests to do before we continue our main quest, I am thinking I am going to call it a day, chat. Let's check out this wee location here, just because it looks interesting. Come on, Nightingale 2, you can do this. You're such a brave little boy. Yes. And I think we are going to call it a day for this stream, ladies and gentlemen, and who lie out with and between. Why am I so small? I'm so tiny. Look at me. I'm so tiny. I'm so small. Oh yeah, I need to do this, right. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a day, I think. We will be back with more Red Dead Redemption 2 tomorrow. We'll be going through some more Strangers missions and possibly doing some adventure hunting because, as I said, as I can tell we're getting close to the end of the game, I want to be careful that we can do everything before we finish up. So if you want to join the official SkyeBlacke Discord, support me in a more direct way, or follow me on social media, you can do so with the links provided in chat. Go check out the Black Archive for all the previous episodes of this stream. And if you want to support the stream in an even greater way, you can support me on Throne. I think wishlist is a command. You could, oh wait, no, it's not one that you can use anymore. You can support me on Throne down below and buy some gear like lighting and equipment that would improve the quality of the stream a bunch. I'm going to send you guys over to Katie Explosion, who's playing Hard Space Shipbreaker, and once you guys get in there, give the Goth Sloth some bird emotes to let her know that you're here and that you came from me. Alright, everyone, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you tomorrow, a bit earlier. Follow my Twitter, or join the Discords to find out exactly when I'll be going live. Bye, everyone.
Skye Blacke, hello. Yeah, that's not coming clear. Why not, I wonder?